Those lights are glaring a lot, aren't they? Do we need them ones on? Do we need them ones on? No, we don't need them ones on. I think we're alright. Never seen them glare quite so bad. It's a right shit all in here. A few minutes in, I'm already swearing. It's a right pigsty in here. Right. Let's stay up. Why won't you stay up? There we go. Back up this spare line, or this old line. Take it to George's next week. Oh! Oh! Hello out there. Oh, I've got to go through all the rigmarole trying to get the comments to show up. There we go, live chat. I think it stays there. Dee 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 dee. Dee 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 dee. Hey Donegal Fishing, how you doing? Oh, I mean, have I got a use for these? No, leave them in the rubbish bin. This line is horrible, but do I keep it? I'd keep it for not practice, couldn't I? Go up there. Are you keeping Donegal? Oh, come on. Come on, live chat. Oh, nobody said anything. That's okay then. How's fishing down your neck of the woods, bud? It's horrific up here. I'm okay. What am I doing? I'm only putting line in there. I'm okay. I'm just going to break down some rigs. I'll scrap some rigs, some old rigs. Where's my sharps bin? I have a bit of a tidy up and make some rigs, and I thought, you know what? Usually when I'm in shed I go live, so what is this in here? Is this gummed up? Oh, still works fine. I'll in my bits box then. Especially sort of the rigs I'm making are a bit complex. It gets a bit boring on my own. Few codling and whiting. It's same here. Small codling and the pin and the whiting are still here. The whiting still haven't beggared off. Just reshuckleaded both spools after going to see Shane. I blame Shane for that. I've got stuff everywhere. I knocked up a couple of rigs just to practice, and I left, and it was the beginning of the week actually when I did that. And I've still not put everything away. So everything is just a right mess at the moment. Oh, we got, announce yourselves. I know we've got Donegal. There's 3 of you in here. 1 thumbs up. Oh, I'm not going to start with that. Apologies, I know I'm not really making any rigs at the moment. It's not on a... Those that have been in here before for these rig making videos know that it's not a how to make a rig video. It's just to come and have a chill out while I'm making rigs. We're going to have a chat and we have a bit of a socialise and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll see you shortly. Need them. Need them. Need them. Need them and them. I'll spare a bit of line. It is. No, it doesn't want to be in there. That's line waste. Need that and that. And that. Them into. There will do. Oh, there's so much stuff involved in fishing, isn't there? So much in the way of bits and pieces of this. Oh, do you know? good job we like it, isn't it? It's a good job we enjoy the sport. More rubbish. What's that button do? Oh, filters. Okay. Won't worry about any of that. Where's my batteries? Oh, they're on charge. Sorry. Banging and crashing about. Banging and crashing about. Oh, is that the 25? That's the £20. I need that as well. Box of screws, don't need those for rig making. Packet of shrink wrap, don't need that for rig making. It's a good job you guys know that I don't actually plan these things and I just go live randomly, innit? Oh dear. What's everybody's plans for the weekend? Is anybody getting out fishing? Nobody's talking, everybody's being shy. Right, line rubbish, normal rubbish. Everything's now a bit tidier. Jay, how you doing? You alright? Need a bits box. Grab a bricks and bits box. Carl, how you doing? Nice to see you. Alan, that's it for Donegal, isn't it? Unless your name is your name, I'm sorry. I'm not going to remember it. So, you know, don't get mad at me if I call you by whatever it says on the screen, please. It's not... I do try. I'm just terrible with names. I really am terrible with names. Years, I'll tell you what it is. Years spent being an IT guy, I suppose. In a confidential environment, in a top secret environment, actually, as it were. I taught myself to forget certain things, like when you reset people's passwords, when you change their usernames and things like that. And quite often a username is linked to somebody's name. So after years of teaching myself to forget names, it's or to forget key information, unfortunately it has stuck with me. And I'm terrible for remembering names. Horrific I am. So apologies if I'd use your screen name, and it, you know, even especially to those that I've met in person, I apologise profusely. But I do try, and I'm guaranteed to fail. Same with directions. Same with it's not directions, locations. If I'm going somewhere, I have to go somewhere 3 or 4 times before the location sticks and I can get there without guidance. What's everybody up to in this evening? This evening, anyway. Is anybody going out fishing later? Is anybody... Yes, Carl, you can... in a moment. Right, you should now be able to put a link up to your page. Only mods can put links up to pages. I don't mind people putting links up to pages, but only mods can do it. If you are a fellow YouTuber, I do try and remember to make you a moderator. Jay, I know, is a trustworthy person, and having a big team of trustworthy people, especially when I'm doing something like rig building, really does help. So, you know, generally speaking, fellow YouTubers automatically get moderation in my channel so that they can share their channels. And sort of Jay, Richard, a few other people that I you know, I have had personal recommendations from. You know, like Jay, Dan speaks very highly of you. He says you're a very reliable person. So, you know, things like that. But yes, Corey, I'm going to be making a pulley pennel and a 2-hook clip down. Although I won't be making too many of these because I haven't got that many Cascade swivels. And I'm making, we'll have a look at, if you've not already seen it, I'm making my pulley pennels with the new Dynaform from Trident Tackle. Oh, my glasses. I'm just covered in crap. Yeah, the new Dynaform from Trident Tackle. I had a play with it say midweek when they came. And it's just a smaller version, you know, of the thing. I know Trident Tackle isn't for everybody. You either love it, it's very Marmitey in the community. You either love it or you hate it. Personally, I love Trident. Personally, I really do love Trident Tackle. I love the little bit of colour it adds to your rigs, and I think the price point he's got it at is amazing. I just wish he would supply shops, but he won't. He can't. I mean, the reason he won't supply shops is because he can't do his gear any cheaper. Having spoken to Gary about this, he can't do his gear any cheaper because he don't make much on it as it is. So when a shop approaches him and says, "Oh, I want to stock your gear. What's the price? What trade price can you do for me?" He has to turn around and say, "I can't." He says, "I can only do retail," and then shops don't like it then. So, which, you know, you can understand both sides of that, really, can't you? But yeah, we're going to be making some. I'm going to make some short pulley pennels with the Trident Tackle. So it's not a how-to, but you will see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. That's a clip down. That's not a pulley pennel. So short pulley pennels, starting with the Roto. The Roto, I mean, I like the, oh, and I've got something I need to show in this live as well when it comes to an imp. So I'll tie one with an imp as well. But starting with a Roto, and then I'm trying this. Does any of you guys do that? Use, instead of, you know, when you're on your beach and you put your bait on, and then you get your pennel and you wrap it round, and then you hook it through. I'm trying this with some silicone just because I've got some rig tubing. And it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't give it much resistance, to be fair. But it gives it a little bit, so I thought I'd give it a go. Not a unique idea. It's not my idea by any stretch of the imagination. I've just seen it on some, I think last video I saw it on was Mark Williams, which is, it's his clip down for the most part that I'm making. Mark Williams Sea Angling, very good fishing YouTuber, and still very active, even though he's been going a lot of years. He's got a lot of videos out, a lot of rig making videos. And what I really like about Mark Williams, you know, I will always, it's a community, it's not us against them. What I like about Mark is he'll put a workshop video up where he makes a rig. Neil, I'm right with you on that. The only time I've ever had a Roto fail to release is when it was gunked up and I didn't notice. But an imp can do exactly the same. What I like about Matt Williams is he'll put a video, say, right, I've made this. And then a month later, he'll revisit the same rig with discussing all the comments that he got off his last video, and trying a new and improved version of the same rig with all the comments that he got from his last video. So it's definitely a channel worth checking out. Who was it that just said they love the Roto? It was Neil. Neil, have you seen the new Dynaform? Let me get one that's not on a rig. Yeah. And I'll show it in comparison to the old Aero pulley. Yeah, grab one of those. So here you've got the old Aero, and you can see that's quite big. Can I give you something for comparison? We should all know sort of. Yeah, a Gemini pulley bead. We all, relatively know what they're like, don't we? Size-wise. So there's your Gemini pulley bead. And to be honest, it's not a bad comparison because they both serve the same purpose. And there is your old, I say old, the Aero pulley, which I really liked. It meant you could make pulley panels without beads. There was a little bit of friction, but it wasn't a bad friction on the line while you were using them. Yeah, I really liked them, but I do agree with the general feedback. They are very big. So he's gone away, is Gary, and he's come up with these. A Dynaform. Apologies, I'm trying. He's come up with these Dynaforms. Now, I'm going to struggle to get it to focus, and I do apologise. I'm not used to doing all this showing stuff on camera. So here we've got a Dynaform. You've got, and I think he calls it a bearing, but you've got a surgical steel grade stainless bearing in there, as he calls it. That's the shiny bit down here. And it's not a loop through. You literally just put the line through the hole there. There's no loop or anything like that. So it just sits on the line. And as you can see, the reason I got it was, you see, you've got the old pulley, the old Aero, and now you've got the Dynaform, which is, I think he says in his ads, I think when I asked him, I think he said it was about 10 mil shorter. It is still bigger than a Breakaway Imp, but I just really like it. It works, and for the price you get, I haven't got the invoice, but I think you get, I've used 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, he must have sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. He must have sent me 12. I'll say 12 to a packet then. I think he says 10 on the website. But you get 10 of those, I think, for £2.50. And the Imps, I think you get 5 of them, roughly on average about £3.50. So it's quite a saving, and it just works. The attention to detail that it's put into them. You see on the metal pin there. Come on, focus on the metal. You're not going to, are you? Do it that way. Right, yeah, you can see on the metal pin there how it bends in at the end, and that's intentional. It sort of increases the clamping force, so things can't slip out as easily. But B, what it also does is it tucks in the end of the metal shank so that it doesn't catch as much weed. Little attention to detail. So, I'm just going to tie a quick pulley pennel using Gemini and Breakaway gear, because I just quickly want to show something that I think isn't that common knowledge. And once again, it's from Matt Williams. It's not something I've come up with. It's something that I saw in one of his videos, and if you don't follow him, you're not going to have seen it, are you? So let me just quickly tie one of these. Now I am tying them short, so I only want about 2 foot rig body. We got down here. Right, yeah. One of these. What we're all doing tonight? Is anybody drinking? Can I have a drink, or will I be drinking alone? Don't like drinking alone. Is anybody having a beer? 1, 2. I can't get you a wide shot, unfortunately. Finger slipped. 3. 4. It says just a quick and dirty polypenel, this one, just to show something, just a quick. That imp isn't new, and I've just put my lips all over it. And then a swivel. Oh no, let's put on the bits and bobs first, make an actual rig. You and you. You're all very quiet. Or am I just not seeing it? So, a bead, a pulley, and a bead. And a swivel. You're drinking, are you, Carl? So I won't be drinking alone. Right, okay, give me a minute. Give me a minute. I don't have a bottle opener in here. That's a bit crap, isn't it? A bit of a man cave. Well, it's not really. It's a workshop for me and the missus. A bit of a man cave. And I don't have a bottle opener. Must be something I can improvise with. Right. God, my hands are cold. Right. Might have to have a can of cider because I ain't got anything to. Well, say. So I ain't got anything to open a beer with. I've got all my tools behind me. Well, some. And now. I can't think of a way to open a beer with any of them. Is anybody getting out fishing this weekend? Just while... Ooh. What the hell went on there? So as you can see, really... See, as you can see, you can't see, can you? I'm used to the wide angle on the GoPro. Is this zoomed in at all? Ooh, wow. Yeah, you didn't want to see that, did you? Right, let me... Yeah. Priorities. How many beers out here? Oh, they are. There's the USB cable I was looking at, you know. What can I open a beer with? This can only end well, can't it? There we go. Cheers, guys. Right. I need the stronger. Jay, well done. Jay, are you in like 3 lives? Who else is live at the moment? Is Dan out? Is he live? Are you literally moderating 2 other channels at the moment? You're only on one other live. Dear me. Well, like you say, you like to support channels. No, you're not. You're not. Carl, whereabouts are you from? From Only Weed on My Canal. Jay's the supermod of YouTube. I haven't even been measuring this. Is it actually... Is it off kilt? Is it going to be off? Yeah, it is. I'm going to have to take a bit of line off it. An inch or so off. It's not far out. If you ever come stuck, if you ever get asked a question, technical or otherwise, Jay, that you don't know the answer to, send them my way. I always help out where I can. Where have I just put that? There it is. As I've said to many people, we are a community, not us against them. We don't need to be against one another, or we shouldn't need to be against one another. Oh, you're Birmingham. Right, okay. Right. Nearest I came to Birmingham, where was I? Telford. I had a pub in Telford. That was the closest I've ever been to. I have been into Birmingham. See the world's largest tracksuit superstore. Drop a link to that fella's channel, Jay, if you can. And I'll try and remember to go back over the chat later and head over and subscribe, because I can't do it right now. South Coast Tackle Tarts. I like it. I like it. Right, we're getting close to me showing. I've tied this rig just for the purpose of showing. Ow! Every time. Somebody was saying that they really struggle to use a roto clip with large baits. They were saying it slips out. Not a roto clip, sorry. A roto clip's good with large baits. No, they were struggling to use a imp with large baits. It was on Facebook. No, it wasn't. I think it might have been Shane or somebody. I can't remember. Somebody was saying. Or was it a comment on one of my channels? On one of my videos? I can't remember. Anyway, I'll sort the silicon out later. And they were saying that they use these imps and they really like the imps and blah, blah, blah. But when you use a large bait, it tends to slip out. And it does. It does. Obviously, normally... dead fiddly to try and show these things. So normally, obviously, you'd have your... You'd have your bait hooked up like that. You'd have it in the imp down there like that. Just normal. No cast. Well, I've still got it. But I've had to pack it down. So that's how you'd normally see an imp. Yeah? And if you've got a large bait on the belly of your hook, it can cause problems with the imp. So, what Mark Williams showed was you get your imp and you pass it through like that. Yeah? And then your hook is a lot more captive, a lot similar. A lot more similar. Very similar to how a roto clip works. And it still releases just fine when it hits the water. You know, it still releases just fine. But instead of having the imp like that when you put the hook in it, put it through its metal ring and captive your hook. Yeah. And it's and it does work. Personally, like I say, I prefer the personally I prefer the Roto. But if you don't, if you like your imp and you don't often use big baits and you're struggling to get big baits to hold, there you go. There you go. It's up to 100 subs to go live now. I don't know. Years ago, it used to have a restriction on how many subs you needed to go live. And you used to get round it by using something like StreamYard. Or what was the other one? Is it Prism? Or Streamlabs? You used to get round it by using them. And it put a bit of a delay on the video. But it worked. So yeah, little imp hack for you. I'm going to keep that rig to one side. Well, I'm going to put it up on the pin because I'm going to record a very quick short to put on the channel showing that. So like I said, I think it's something that a lot of people don't know. We'll just have a quick check on the chat, see what's been going on. Right, let me see. Something about auto text. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Jay, like I said, tell him to tell him to find me on Facebook or whatever. I'm always more than willing to help out. Plus, it takes some stress off you, doesn't it? Where else are we? Hello, Diana. Caster, yes, like I said, I do still have the Guru room. It's just packed down at the moment. Cheers, yeah, so I go live, 100 subs. Still doing the gardening. I want to still do the gardening. I do still want to do the gardening. I gave up the allotment thinking we were leaving where I currently live in Scunthorpe. And I gave up the allotment thinking we were leaving Scunthorpe. Shane is your brother. No, Shane's not my brother. Rambling Rose, good afternoon. And then it turns out we've ended up having to stay put because the housing market just went ballistic, didn't it? And it still is. So, yeah, gardening I do still want to do. I'm currently building out in the garden actually a tiered staging for growing potatoes in 15-litre buckets. But the gardening videos, I'm not taking the channel down. The channel will still be there, but for the moment it is stagnant. There's not a lot going on. There isn't a lot going on, unfortunately. And it's largely because of time, really. I'm getting some time in the garden on Sunday if I don't go back out fishing. But I have been asked to go out fishing on Sunday. I am going out fishing tomorrow. I'm going to Easington, taking Rosa and Alf up to Easington. Right. Yes. What am I doing? A pulley. So yeah, taking Rosa and Alf up to Easington. So I'm going out tomorrow. I am fishing tomorrow. Shall I put it on a swivel? No. No, put it on a bait clip. Not bait clip, one of these. What are these called? Rig clips. And then I say I'm talking to Blaine and Kurt, and they're wanting to go out Sunday night. So I did have that earmarked to do some to do some gardening, but 3, 4. What was that? EOBC, what's that? I mean, you can guess from my reaction to, you know, asking what it is, that I'm not doing it. Well, I may just not know what it is. Or it might be something that if you ask me if I'm doing it, and I might look into it and I might end up doing it. Is it a match? Is it something like that? It's in Kerry Down. What? No, it's a long way away from me. A long way away. So I'm just chilling out. Thought I'd bob by and hit the like. Cheers, Rose. Thank you. You're always welcome. European Open Beach in March. No, I'm not. I don't feel ready for matches yet. I don't suppose anybody does. Yeah, no, I don't feel ready for matches yet. I think it's as simple as that, isn't it? What am I doing? No, I don't want to click that on there. So no, I won't be taking part in the match, and I don't know if I know. I don't know if I know the organiser. Has it been organised by Mark Taylor, or is it a sack match? Because if I know who's organising it, I might come down just to sort of say hi. Although there's a lot of people who don't like me because I'm a YouTuber, so hey ho. But no, as it stands, I don't have any intention of fishing any matches this year. Well, not until the end of the year. I might do the charity match that I covered. The charity match that I covered last year with George on the North Wall. I might fish in that next year. But as it stands, no matches for me. No point matches. I think the UK Sea Fishing, Dan, how you doing? You're back up this way. Oh, I'm going bloody north tomorrow. So you're back up this way to this weekend, aren't you? I might be on. I might. I'm sorry. Oh, is it next weekend you're back up here? Oh, I might get out with you next weekend then. I did. My edit was this weekend. Have you tried organising anything with Shane for next weekend? Yeah, doesn't sound like a bad idea. Are you at that side of Humber, Dan, or are you at my side of Humber? I'm on South Bank. Just wondering if you fancy going South Bank. Although if it's big tides, actually, I could take you, if you fancy a proper trek down to somewhere where you really could camp. Rose, see you later. Thank you for coming. I could take you and show you if you've not been there. I could take you and show you where Bonkers Bank is, but I don't know how well it'd be fishing at the moment. I know somebody had a really good session out at Trunch Lane, which is near Mablethorpe. Oh, you're near you're near Nottingham. I thought you said you were coming to Mablethorpe this weekend. I thought you said you were coming to Mablethorpe this weekend. Seems to be a whole world of friendship going on in here that I was not aware of between Rose and, is it Rose and Diana? I don't think we've ever met before, have we? I mean, me. Thank you, Donegal. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Right. That's one end. Let's make this one entirely trident. Entirely trident. Where's my Thermalinks? I say let's make it entirely trident. I can't find me. Oh, there they are. Can't find my Thermalinks, but there they are. Oh, maybe from March till November. What do you do? Do you stay there as a performer then, Dan? What am I doing? I don't want... I'm about to tie Thermalink onto where bloody hooks need to go. I'm going to be trying with this piece of silicon art. It's already too late. I was already later than I intended it to be. I might not get to it. I wanted 3 of each rig tying, but the clip downs take so long to tie. I don't know if I'm going to get everything tied tonight. Ooh, it's all gone quiet. I don't like it when it goes quiet. Mark, what am I targeting at Easington? Anything, really. I'm sending out so 3 O's with a 2O panel on it for some at range with a bit of size to it. Hopefully a decent size codling. And then my clip down has just got size 1s on it because I'm taking Rosa with me. I'm taking little one with me. Smeg. So I want, you know, best of both worlds. I want to obviously a bit of flatty bashing with the clip down, hence the bling on it. Alan, Russ got a better catch rod with you than that rod. Has Alan got the same rod, has he? Which rod? Which rod? Which rod's he on about? If I've got a better catch rate than anybody, Jesus Christ, they must be struggling. I feel sorry for you. Didn't check this before I tied it off, did I? It's alright, it's there. What? Don't start falling out. Whatever is going on. Don't start falling out. I hope it's all in good humour. Right, so that's my 3 pulleys. That's alright, I've got my 3 pulleys. So they all want... putting away. Where's my wire? Have I got more rigs to strip down in there? Oh, I have. Oh, fucking hell. I hate breaking rigs down. It's disheartening. Problem is, when you fish on umber, it's so harsh on the hooks because it's mud and rocks. It's not sand. That the hooks really, even when you buy the quality hooks, they really struggle. They really struggle to hold a point. And last thing you want is fishy zeros. Good evening, whomever you may be. Right, okay. As long as it's all in jest, lads, eh? I'm sure I was answering a question and got sidetracked. It's not very hard for me to get sidetracked, though. I have the attention span of a goldfish. Hooks, sharpness, breaking down rigs, oh, I can't remember. But yeah. I shall be taking some rig making gear with me so that if the worst comes to the worst, I can always knock up some more rigs. Because Easington, oh, that was it. What am I targeting at Easington? Nothing in particular. Just whatever will take me bait. I'm trying to cover as many baits as I can with large hooks and small hooks. I've got worm, which reminds me I need to change the newspaper. I've got bluey and squid wraps. I've got carton squid wraps. So I should have most bases covered for that time, for this time of year with those baits. So fingers crossed. I'm all bloody. Shouldn't have had that beer. That half a beer sent me do that. I can't. My hands just don't want to work today at all. Get over you two. Look, newcomers to fit are going to think you're all being dead aggressive. I do plan actually on getting over to Wales to do some fishing, maybe in the summertime. There's two fishermen. There's yourselves. I say two. What's your ratings out of 10 for fishing in 2021? Considering it was my first ever year fishing, I'm quite happy with my 2021. I added, just have a quick tot up, to my species list in my first year. There was flounder, dab, plaice, sole, whiting, codlin, smooth hound, rockling, don't think I'm missing anything there. So my first ever year fishing, to be honest, I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite happy with that little selection of fish for my first ever year's fishing. The channel is only just turned over a year old, and I wasn't a sea fisherman before I started the channel. So you can see. Oh, and pollock, of course, yeah, pollock on the boat. So yeah, I'm quite happy with my 2021. It's been a hard slog for a lot of people, and fishing definitely is changing from what I understand. I actually, there's 20 of us in here. Let's mention this and see what you guys think. I was watching this afternoon whilst at work. I was watching an old video from TA Fishing. Don't know quite how old it was, but it was one where he went to target flatties. And it brought up an interesting subject that, at least where I am, seems to be pretty on point. And it was about the lack of worm. And he said, this is his words, not mine. He said that he felt the lack of worm could be down to sorry, I've put my clip down away and I'm trying to remember how it starts. Let's start with a clip. Right, worms. He said that the worm beds were being affected by the fact that we've closed down a lot of the sewerage pipes that used to run to the the non-tourist beaches. Now I know that to be true where I am, and a lot of the pipes are still there, but they're no longer in use. And he reckons that because those sewerage pipes have been shut down, that the worms have buggered off because obviously there's no food for them. And speaking to bait suppliers, at least round by me, worm is getting thinner on the ground and smaller, certainly getting smaller. And a lot of the guys round my way are having to resort to farmed lug and rag, because the diggers physically can't get. I know the tides have been crap at the moment, but the worm beds are just not what they used to be, and he reckons it's because of this words, man, because we've shut down all the sewerage. I don't know, what do you think? To me seems to make a bit of sense. Seems to make a bit of sense, but then I didn't grow up coastal, so I'm a bit of an outsider looking in. I think you're probably right, Mark, but then again, mate, it's a whiting fest bloody everywhere still. I got a pair of pliers out here. No. Bollocks. Jimmy, hello. Faddlefoot is a massive worm bed on a low tide. It is, Dan, it is. But the worm bed may well still be there, but it's the quality of the worm the same. Where are you going, Jimmy? I'm going... oh, you're going for an all-nighter. I'm going to Easington tomorrow night. I won't be going for an all-nighter, but I'm at Easington tomorrow night. Are you close by? Martin, hello and welcome. You're going Hornsey. So that's going to put you slightly south of me, isn't it? You're going to be just down the road from me. I'll try and remember to nip in and see you on my way home. Where are you going? Is it Bluebell? What am I doing? Spring first, you idiot. Oh, oh, right. I'm going for the 3 a.m. high tide at Easington tomorrow's at 4:20 in the evening. So how's it going backwards? Yeah, Easington's at 4:20 p.m. Oh, sorry, you're going for the idiot. You're setting off shortly and going for the one before the one I'm going to. That makes sense. Thought I was thinking you're going to the one after the one that I'm going to. So you'll probably be gone by the time I head towards Easington. Because I'm going to the 4:20 p.m. on Saturday. I hate tying clip downs. Yeah, so you're setting off tonight at midnight. It's all right. It's just me being thick. And yeah, if you're leaving there at 10 a.m., I'm not going to get to Easington until about 2 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Let me know how you get on, will you, Jimmy? Drop a like if you haven't already, guys. Have I got my geography way off there, Jimmy? Because like I said, tomorrow evening, I'm going to Easington, and the tide is at 4:20 in the evening. Hornsey is south, 10 minutes down the road from Easington. Or am I thinking of Kilnsea? Cheers, Jay. I'm without a map in front of me, I'm horrendous. High tide is at 3 a.m. So Hornsey is north of Easington, not south. It must be. It must be. Somebody put me out of my misery and look it up for me if you don't know. Right, that makes sense now. I had it in my head Hornsey was south of Easington and should be around about the same tide time. That's why I was getting confused. Doesn't take much to confuse me. Doesn't take much. So what you're targeting? What are you travelling all that way for? Well, I don't suppose it is all that way for you, but what you're travelling? What's taking you off Cod Corner? There's no cod at Cod Corner, maybe. Dee, dee. Oh, I hate tying clip downs. Such a time consuming thing. You going for the cod? Yeah. Left myself wide open for that dinner. I don't know why I bothered. Have I said I hate tying clip downs? So many knots. I got my new shock leaders, Jimmy. I'm going to try. I got some 1mm silicon rig tube. Got some 1mm silicon rig tubing. I've already put it on, otherwise I'd show it. And I've put it. I've slipped it over my leader knot, just to see if it helps. If you're a YouTuber and I've not made you an admin so that you can share your channel, please let me know. As I can do it on the fly now. I do generally make YouTubers admins because I do permit the sharing of your channels on my live. Right, time to bling this rig up. Bling it up. That's the flatties like a bit of bling. Martin SUK, yes I can if Martin comments. I can't, it's difficult for me to scroll back through the comments, but if Martin just drops a quick "it's me," then I will surely do that. It's me. There you go. There you go, man. Feel free to share your channel. All I ask is don't spam. Same as in my Facebook group, although might have to change the rules on the Facebook group, guys. It's getting to the point where, like many others, because a lot of fishermen and a lot of people are turning their back on Facebook, it's becoming just a list of videos. Carl, it's been a pleasure. See you later. Blaine, what request are you making now? Please, can I have an autograph from the famous one man and his rod? I'll kick you in the nut. I think you mean Infamous, don't you? Are you wanting to get out on Sunday night, Blaine? Did I understand what you said earlier in the WhatsApp group? Where are you thinking of going? Fuller or Starley? Cheers, Martin. Appreciate it. Come on, Blaine, make a decision, man. You make a decision, because if it's Starley, I'll probably need you to go claim as a bay, because I won't be able to get there early enough. And also, I could do with some worm if it's Starley. Casters, you're a fishing channel, aren't you? What am I doing? Fancy Fuller, but don't fancy it walk. No. It was this time last year, actually, Blaine, when I first met you, wasn't it? When we went to Groin. Where your mate nearly got eaten by a seal. I thought I don't know. I don't get time. There's not enough hours in day for me to keep on top of channels and stuff and things and organise stuff and things, and just not enough hours in day, man. I don't know how you do it, Blaine, with how many kids. I have 3 and it's enough. Anyway, you're saying I'm famous YouTuber, Blaine. Don't forget, you've been in my videos. You're as famous as I am, bud. Roto. So, Nanas. But yeah, Sunday night, if you will let me know where you want to go, especially if it's Starley, I'll say I'll need you to go because I can't get there early. Ooh, I've made this rig really long. Where's me? And I've used the wrong hook length. Ah well. Short fish won't know the difference between £30 and £20 hook length. What have I missed? Out and out. Fish are smarter these days than not, yeah. Yeah, let me know what's what, Blaine. Will you be going for worm or are you using frozen? Because if you're going for worm, let me know because I'll have some. I'll split it with you. But yeah, let me know tomorrow, mate, and we'll come out. Stephen, how are you? Alright, let me know, Blaine, tomorrow. Let me know. Let me know, bud. But I'm down for that. I kind of have permission from the missus. As long as I get everything done during the day I need to get done. I need some garden clearing services. I actually do need some garden clearing services. Are you two at it again? Do I need to put you two in time out? Let's go all out bling on this top hook. Let's put a sequin between every bead. Oh, that's a lot of sequins. D, D. I'll make you stand in a corner. Make you put the duncer's hat on. D. You're up off tomorrow. I'm going Easington tomorrow, bud. I do like Uttoft. It's nice down there. Blaine, see you later, mate. If we end up at Immingham, I might bring a film to put on your TV, on your screen. Put one more bead on. Can't have too much bling for them flatties, can you? They like a bit of bling. I ain't got any spoons, unfortunately. Clearly you were mistaken, Alan. Of course you can catch a fish with a camera. But yeah, no, I do want to get down over to Wales. I want to get out. I want to go meet Fishing Tom, because I think he's started doing videos again now that his threats have calmed down. How ridiculous is it that you get threats for showing fishing on YouTube? But some of the threats he were getting were getting worrying. So he had to stop. Oh, what have I done? I've forgotten to put a bloody spray to put a bead on between the. Ah, not to worry. Not to worry. Easy fix. Another reason why I hate doing clip down rigs. The fact that I hate doing clip down rigs is probably actually the same reason I hate flatty bashing. I just take it or leave it. Oh, screw you. Really, I'm all bloody fingers and thumbs and butterfingers tonight. There. Yeah, there we go. Tempted to change my plans now and come see you guys down Uttoft. We'll see how it goes tomorrow. I might do. I might change my plans. I like meeting people. Fishing should be a social sport. Just make you guys a mod so you can share your channel if you've got one. Diana, see you on the next one. Pleasure to have you. See you later. Stay safe. Russ, you should go with casters. See how he gets them with no rods and an old Nokia 3310. Well, if he's got an old Nokia 3310, surely he just knocks them out, doesn't he? Just clubs them over head with it. Right. Home stretch on this clip down. Bloody hell. Time to set the rigs. And now that's too long because I've had to clip a bit off. Have I mentioned I hate clip downs? Yeah, I say we'll see how it pans out, because I've got to go to Grimsby to pick someone up and then obviously turning back around to come down to Uttoft. A bit of a pig, but if I can sort it out, I'll yeah, we'll come down and fish with you. Diana, take care if you've not already gone. Do it. That'll do it. Dee 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 dee. Hey, celebrate good times. Come on. Russell's finally finished making his clip down rig. Now he just needs to set his hooks, set his knots. That'll do. That'll do. Right. That's the last rig I'm tying. I'm not doing another one of these now tonight. I hate tying them. I hate making them, but unfortunately, there's no bugger that sells them that makes them the way I like them. So I have to make them, don't I? I have to make them because people are probably going to ask. I'll show you. So we've got the rotor. Ignore the weight. I'm just using it to hold it. So we've got the rotor going to hook with a silicon stopper and some beads and a bit of bling. Oh, I didn't mean to release that. Obviously, hook length, cascade swivel. There's only 2 beads below the cascade because the 2 stuck together. Going up to the top, 2 beads. That's where I went wrong. I put 2 beads at the bottom. Normal swivel onto your hook length, which is a bit more blingy. Beads, swivel on top. Simple enough, but for some reason, and that's the other thing that I use. God, doesn't that look on camera like it's really, really damaged? It's not. But the reason I like to tie my own cascades is because I use power gum stop knots. I don't use crimps. Crimps would be easier. But what I tend to find is if you use power gum stop knots, if you're out and you damage the hook or you lose the hook, you can just clip the hook off, tie a new one on, and move that entire arrangement down slightly. It's not the end of the world if you lose a rig, like I lost so many on Cold Corner. And that's why I like that setup. I just find it a pig to tie. An absolute pig to tie. But yeah, I'm going to call that a night, ladies and gents. It's been a pleasure as always to chill out with you while I'm tying the rigs. It's lovely to have some company while I do these things. So as always, apparently I'm missing messages. I'm missing loads of messages. Sorry guys, I've missed loads. But it seems like it's all just hi to Bogue. Is it Bogue? Bogue UK or B? How do you pronounce it? Is there a thing? If you're new, if you've not been in here before, I try and promote a community, especially amongst other YouTubers. I think there's no reason to be competitive. We're all here for the same reason. It doesn't matter. If we all support one another, eventually we all succeed, don't we? The less said about some particular other YouTubers, the better. Yeah, I'm just going to tidy up, pack down, get my box ready, get my box packed. And that'll be me. Where did he say? You said you were going down up to Hornsey, didn't you? Well, let's not start that conversation then. Hornsey, Kilnsey. Somewhere by the sea is where I'm going fishing. That'll do. Yeah. So do all sub to one another. Do all support one another. There is a One Man and His Rod Facebook group. I do allow the sharing at the moment of YouTube videos, but that may change soon because it's getting a bit spammy. I did ask when I set it up, don't spam. I don't promote my videos at all on YouTube, on Facebook, so don't spam. No, I tell a lie, it hasn't become spammy. But the fishermen now have turned their back on the likes of Facebook. However you say boats. Okay. We're boat. So, right, okay. Yeah, fishermen now are turning their back on social media. And I don't know if any of you guys are aware of this. I know some of you might be. But there's a massive a massive WhatsApp group with about 300 people, 300 fishermen in it. Where they're now sharing their catch reports. They're not sharing them publicly on Facebook. Unfortunately, it's, you know, it has to be said that it is because of us YouTubers. We've sort of forced them underground, as it were. But it's only because of their pettiness of not, you know, wanting to keep marks a secret and not wanting to share the information. To which my argument is, well, you're going to kill the sport then, aren't you? Because if you don't share the information, how's the next generation of fishermen supposed to know where they can fish? Because you don't see many fathers taking the sons out anymore, or daughters, or non-gender specific, non-binary. You know. So yeah, I think it's just petty. But if you haven't heard of it, I guarantee that's why you're no longer seeing a lot of stuff on Facebook that you used to see, a lot of catch reports that you used to see on Facebook, and it's because of that WhatsApp group. They're keeping it all secret. More fool them, innit? More fool them if they want to fish on their own. Anyway, guys, stay safe. Remember, this time of year especially, no fish is worth risking your life for. So stay safe, stay warm, tight lines, good luck, and I'll see you later. Thank you.